guys, it's Tommy, which you know that by now, so I don't know why I keep telling you every time I make a video. But anyway, I want to make a quick video. It's been a couple weeks since I made a real video, other than a little slideshow thing. So I wanted to touch base with the community, let everybody know what I'm doing, what's going on. And I'm probably going to talk real fast during this thing because one, I don't want to bore you with a long video. And two, my internet really sucks. And the longer this thing is, the longer it's going to take me to upload it. But honestly, in the past few weeks, I've gotten very little modeling work done. It's been extremely busy between work, between Holy Week, and other family obligations. I just haven't got a lot done. I haven't finished anything. And I did manage to get to the final round, fourth round of the Masters. Yep, there's the hat. Yep, I was there. And that was fantastic. Third time out of the past 4 years I've gotten to go. I live about 80 miles from Augusta National. And so that's one benefit. But I'm 45, and like I said, 4 years ago was the first time I got to go to the final round. So that tells you how hard the tickets are to get. But if you ever have a chance, whether you're a golf person or not, go. The Masters is a really awesome thing to attend. It's a lot of fun. And I don't golf. Years ago I did, but I don't golf. But as long as I'm getting to go, I will go every year. But other than that, let me just show you where I am on the projects, and I've got several going on right now. Everybody's been talking about pace and how you're doing your builds and stuff and what you're comfortable with. And I've found with the way I work, I hand brush and I use enamels, and I work in miniature. I work in 172 aircraft, 172 on armor, and maybe 148 on armor. But I found that I have to keep. It's better for me if I keep multiple projects going, especially since I have limited time. Because on a small plane, a 172 plane, I can glue this, glue that, and then I can't do anything else. It's not like a big 132 aircraft where I can go over here and start working on the landing gear and you get to a point, and until that glue sets and until that paint sets correctly, I can't do anything else on it. So by having multiple projects, I can bounce to something else and keep busy and take full advantage of any time I've got. Anyway, the Spitfire, the Airfix Spitfire, here we are. I know it had the camo on last time. You guys saw it, but I went back and did some more touch-up paint on it, and it's practically done. I'm in the middle of decaling, putting all the decals on, which I will have to say, as much as I love this hobby, I hate decals. I'll just admit it, I hate them. And this one, oddly enough, for World War II, has tons of them, and you really can't even see them with the camo. But these two rondels, okay, were a challenge, and my camera is fixed focus, so it does it close up. It doesn't do close-ups well, but I don't know if you can see that. But the two rondels, they're on there really well now. There's no silver. They just went down to the panel lines and everything, but it was time-consuming. It took a lot of Microsoft to get it to do that. But anyway, that's where I am on that. All I have to do is finish the decals and then come back and do the weathering and a flat coat. And I'm going to put her on a stand in flight mode, and she'll be done. So I got on the P47, in case any of you remember, I had a broken strut, but I got the same kit again because I'm going to do this kit again in a different variation in flight mode. So I'm not going to need the strut for it again. So anyway, I fixed that, and now it's correct. So now that that's fixed, I get this going back again, because this was on the shelf for a couple of months actually. I've been started a while ago, for the first of the year. But so the armament's on, must touch up painting, and so really all I've got to do, I've got like one more piece to do. The canopy's actually already done. The drop tank, pilot tube over here, and that's it. And then I got to put a flat coat on it, so I won't finish it this weekend. The propeller's right here. But it won't be too much longer, and I'll be done with that. And then I've got 2 other kits going. Third one is this, the Academy P-47 B of the 357th Fighter Squadron. I got that one just started. Done the cockpit. I've closed the fuselage. That's where I am on that. So, like I said, just started. Now, the decals on this are the old Academy decals, but that's no big deal because I already had some aftermarket decals, which is why I bought this kit, of the 357th Fighter Squadron, Mustang Fighter Squadron, so the decals won't be an issue. And the 4th kit I've got going right now is and I'm just in the beginning stages of it right now too, is the Airfix 172 Curtis Hawk. And I'm just in the beginning stages of that one too. And honestly, I'm just putting the interior paint in the hole, put the propeller together. So that's where it is on that, on the works at the moment. Yeah, so that's where I am. Group builds. Everybody's been talking about group builds lately. There's too many group builds, and everybody's stressed out and everything. And you know, I know a lot of some of the guys who've been here for a while said there's too many. And if you try to jump in all of them, yeah, there's way too many. You can't keep up with them. There's no way. If I was retired and doing this all day every day, I couldn't keep up with all those group builds. That's why I don't do the ISM group builds right now. I love ISM. I love Lee and Paul. They do great, but my time is so limited. And you know, and what they want on a group build over there with photoing every step all the way through, and you know, background information stuff. That's awesome. I wish I could participate in those. I just don't have time right now. When my wife's out of nursing school, maybe a year or so down the road. Kids a little older. I don't know. Maybe I'll have time. I hope I do. But so that's the reason I'm sticking with the YouTube. You know, more laid back, more casual. Just do the ones you want to. Do the ones like right now. I'm just doing it if it's a big enough time period, if it's casual enough, and if I have a kit. Because right now I'm on no kit buying. I'm working strictly off my stash. So if you get a group build and I can get in it, as long as I have a kit, I may jump in it. But I am going to do Panzermeister 36 is doing a Fall of the Reich, and I'll participate. I'm going to participate in that one, and that starts, I believe, May 8th through 9th, and then June, Freddie Duarte is doing a Pacific Theater group build, and I've got a kit for that. I actually had a few, but got one in particular I'm going to do for that one. I'm participating in that, and then July, I believe that's July. Mike Cohen C has a Battle of Kursk, and definitely doing that because the kit that I'm going to do for that one, I'm really chomping at the bit to get into that one. And it's yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. And I have to say, I don't know if you watch my videos or not, but Tactical Jackalope Andy, I told him I was going to participate in his reconnaissance group build, but I just don't have a kit. That I was going to buy a kit when I told him I was, and then when I was rethinking things on my budget and other things I wanted to do, I just didn't want to buy a kit at the moment. So I'm not going to be able to do that one. It's a cool group build. I wish I could, and I really wanted to build the kit that I was going to buy, but we'll do it down the line. So I'm not going to be able to participate in that one. Frankie Day also has a historical aircraft group build that he announced in his last video, and I may do that one. That's for May. I may, like I said, I don't put myself on deadlines with any of these kits. If I have to stop a couple of them for a while and do one for a group build I want to be in, then I'll do that. So I may be in that one. So that's where I am on works and plans. Um, as far as other things, there's been a lot of videos, a lot of stuff going on YouTube lately, and I'm not going to talk a lot about it because everybody pretty much already has, and there's been a lot of wise words by guys who've been around as far as me, but um, I guess Cohen put it best. When he said you're always going to have a few assholes, and with the way the community's grown, and I'm not going to use a name for them. It's just they're assholes, and the way the community's growing, just by law of averages numbers, we're going to get one every now and then, but they go away. They always do, especially if you ignore them, because it's the attention. And it's like Alex said, if 95% of them, if you click on them and look at their channel, as far as videos, you know, so, but Basement Modeler was right. Baltazar, yeah. Also with, don't confuse those guys with the real knowledge guys, because those guys we need as a hobby in this community. I mean, the guys who are walking encyclopedias, you want to keep them there. I mean, we need the Frankie Days in this community. We need the Panzerman Bills in this community. But the difference between, those two guys, and there's a lot more, but just threw those two guys out because they're just walking encyclopedias when it comes to this stuff. And but the difference between them and these other guys we're talking about is those are two of the nicest, greatest, most helpful guys that you're ever going to encounter. They're both super. I've asked both of them for help and tips before, and no, it's right there. They're both super guys. And I've been lucky. I hadn't had any negative commentary on any of my videos as of yet. Of course, I don't get near as many watches some of you guys do, because I'm newer, and I haven't got any insults, but I don't care if I do. I really don't. I mean, honestly, when you put people in jail for a living, when that's part of your job that you do every day, you get so used to insults that it's just has no effect on you. You get to a point that you don't hear it, and then if you do hear it, it's more comical than anything else, because they're always pathetic people that type of crap comes from. So just moving on for that. And a lot of you guys, there's been a common thing lately about burnout, and you guys just don't let yourself do that. There's no expectations here. It's a hobby. Keep it fun. Like I said, everybody's taught about this stuff, in a week. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. But Lenny, Alex, Rob, Gil, Hamilcar, and Cohen, see the two Michaels. I mean, they've all done videos, and they've talked about here lately about getting burnt out, and they've lost their mojo. Freddie Duarte also, and and luckily none of them's left. And guys, please don't. This community needs you guys. You are all super guys. We love you as a community, and we don't want you to go anywhere. So, whatever you have to do to be happy within your hobby, do it. If it's making a video once every other month, hey, just don't leave. And, stay in contact. And, yeah, you're important people in this community. Also, and that's about it. I'm about to my question. Two things I want to say is Brian, Atomic Dog. It was great news about your dad. I'm glad he did a little turnaround, and hope he keeps hanging in there. Really do. He's in me and my wife's prayers, and as are you and your family. And Louis Caladito, man, it's fantastic news about your mother. And the same thing, we're going to continue to think about her and pray for her. And it was just, I'm really happy for both of you guys, because parents are a very special thing. So that's all the rambling and waffling I've got. But now I've got one question. Maybe some of you guys can handle it. And it's kind of rhetorical. I mean, regardless of the answer, it's not going to help me. And it's not going to make me any less aggravated. But this is the Academy kit. This is the Mustang. And this is the way that it's to be put together. the tail of the fuselage. And I've seen this in kit reviews before, but it's the first kit I've had like this, where the end of the fuselage is not connected, and you're to glue it. Why? Why, Academy? Why? I mean, why? Is there a reason? Here's my question: Is there a valid reason of why a kit would be made like this? Because I don't understand it, and it's just crappy because it's almost virtually impossible to clamp once I glue it and set. And if there was no give either way, if it was absolute perfect, I probably wouldn't be as aggravated about it. But there is. There's give. So if it sets just a little bit off, then it's just enough to put my OCD ass into just hyperdrive. Ugh. So that's my question: Is there a legitimate reason this is done, or is it just a jerk move by Academy? I don't know. But anyway, you guys take care. Remember, family over styrene. Somebody said that this week. I can't remember who it was, but that's the truth. So, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hang loose and keep building. We'll see you.